This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down, Vic. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. It's the 50 and down to the 48. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. Irvin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just
incomplete. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. first down. Irvin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling, create some space.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. Johnson, he's got it complete to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Johnson now. Throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
5 plays there on that drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick. Going right side here, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's Vick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's Vic following the interception. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vic. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't come.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Johnson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he...
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result.
Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.